Awaken.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Enter your command.
Locate Marius Luz.
Access denied. Access rights granted. Establishing locus. Arrives. The city. Temple of Thasian.
Vitals are elevated.
I'll box for a Thunderhawk.
Wait. Open file Project Aurora.
Register intention and requisition.
Open the file. Open file reconstruction.
Brother, those are classified.
No. It was destroyed. Mechanicus fools. Display current location of artifact.
Warning. Volkite reactor unstable. Meltdown imminent.
This whole place will collapse onto the city beneath us.
Get them off the core.
They are throwing themselves into the reactor. We must shut it down before they destabilize it further. Machine Spirit, power down the reactor.
No compliance. Remote circuits accused. Manual override required.
Explain.
Emergency disengagement mechanisms are located on the reactor platform.
Clear a path to those controls.
Resupplying. Vermin exterminated. Restocking.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
Here they come. Keep them off that reactor. Move to the next console. Make haste. Munitions secured.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
One Volkite pylon maintains the reactor.
Disengage it.
Unable to comply. Temperatures have fused remote circuits. Manual intervention required.
Drone, damn it! They are making another push. Intercept! Standing! Craves death, brothers. We shall oblige. Purge this enough before they destroy us all. Activate those controls, now!
Volkite pylon jettisoned. Reaction has entered entropic decay.
That was the last of them.
Backup generators are overloaded. No essential systems returning to hibernation.
No sign of Tyranids.
The smell of burnt ichor is enough.
We have what we came for. Move to the extraction zone.
Lieutenant, what did you see in those Mechanicus files?
A record of extreme foolishness.
Explain.
You may direct that request to our captain.
Give me a tactical overlay of the city.
Captain!
A minute.
The Adeptus Mechanicus must be stopped.
What?
If they trigger the weapon, the results could be catastrophic.
And what makes you suddenly an expert in Mechanicus research?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power that almost destroyed the planet.
Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. And here are you, talking of Graia, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing...
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject. Now, did you get a location for Luz?
Aye, sir.
Then get down there and find him! There are those who would see you sent back to the Inquisition. Tread carefully, brother.
Sporocysts have impacted 30% of the planet's surface. Mostly in the outskirts of the hive cities. But at least one district is already completely overrun.
Our bombardment cannons are loaded and ready, sir.
Widespread destruction would undermine our defense. We have a surgical solution in progress. Continue to monitor the disbursement of the Tyranid forces.
Yes, Captain.
Damn them. After everything that happened.
Brother, do not keep us in the dark.
It is not your concern.
You criticize the captain for withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us?
Brothers, calm yourselves, lest you face the chaplain's censure.
Look!
I hope they survived.
Scanning logs. 67 volts detected.
Those are flawless welds.
Radiographic inspection revealed non-metallic
I make
inclusions.
pilgrimage through the interstitial corridors on the hour.
How
May
bad
this
is the
blessed
contamination?
vessel remain free of rust and residues.
Range point of porosity is 997 micrometers.
That is well below tolerances. Check your thresholds. You're way overtuned.
Calibrating. Inspection passed.
I should think so.
Instantly into Deathwatch virus bomb. Antiviral response distributed within 36 hours. Full immunity achieved within 1 generation. Package full analysis, plus scans, plus biological samples for immediate dispatch.
Received. Data burst in preparation.
Time to go. I will not concede another loss to our enemies. Ready yourself.
Brother, you seem troubled.
I tire of reckless fools.
I hope you do not mean us.
Not unless you worship the Omniscient.
Ah, then I share your distaste.
The temple is located inside the dome section of the city. We'll have to land outside and make our Lock armor!
Lance of Jove, report.
Minor damage. Tank team is inbound.
Can we depend on you for extraction?
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects.
Make haste. We have considerable ground to cover.
Inside that building.
Terminates! Let us spin their numbers. Sir, have you faced a Neurothroat before? I have. A tricky adversary.
Is that you?
Chiron! Bless the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
Gone. Neurothroat tore them to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding the bridge, at great cost.
Set up assault positions by the bridge. We'll deal with the Neurothroat.
Very well.
We will avenge them, brother.
Watch yourself.
What's our theoretical? A direct assault on the rear guard.
Is that it?
Doubt our ability, brother.
No, sir.
Good.
Let us choke them with their own blood!
Toxins assail my senses.
Have to reload. served together in 9th Company. I owe him my life.
How so?
We were once defending a stronghold from an orc assault. A war boss overpowered me, had his drill against my head. Morales appeared, cut the bastard's arm off, and beat him to death with it.
Let us honor him by avenging his men. Munitions secured. I have dealt with the lictor. Brother, what happened on Graya? Nothing good.
Can you be specific?
I would sooner focus on the mission at hand. You are withholding information relevant to the mission at hand. Mind yourself, Sergeant. Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified files. You tell us nothing.
Gadriel.
We deserve to know who is leading us. This conversation is over. Restocking. Ready to deploy special tactics. Morales, ready your men.
You broke through. We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
Concentrate fire on the neurothroat. Mission secured. Would have felt that for miles of victory is ours, brothers.
Morellis, this is Titus. Your men are clear to take the bridge.
By the Primarch, I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault?
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Lance of Jove, we are heading for the bridge. Status report.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed.
Canadian
tyrannid's back!
The Xenos cowards walk in a fair fight!
Vile creatures! No time to gloat. We must keep moving.
Stragglers!
Let none escape! Changing magazine! Another one dead. Reload! Restocking! To lose his position.
We're still a long way from the dome.
And we must hurry.
Need a ride, brothers?
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Cadians have the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on. The temple is this way. Lieutenant, the Cadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother.
Ultramarines! Infiltrated the dome.
No, my lord.
What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Boggs your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairburn, come in. Captain Fairburn, come in.
Ambush!
tactics ready.
Heretic Astartes!
Traitors of the Thousand Suns!
Cowards! You will pay for what you've done!
Towards the heretics!
Let us punish their treachery! They corrupt space and time!
Do not fall prey to their trickery! No victory for you here! Tied us to Captain Akaran.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You're certain?
No doubt. Heretic Astartes and their minions.
Throne, damn it. Do you have loose?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry!
What are we waiting for?
The exit is blocked by heretic sorcery. The altar! It bears the mark of the archenemy. Destroy it! Artifact destroyed! Look! The force shields are collapsing! Chiron! Move through the exit! Brother! By the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself!
I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet!
Very good. You to regroup!
I have other business!
He will need cover. Move! I've never seen him lose control like this. He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy.
Heretic cowards! I will end you all!
My weapon is empty. Munition secured. Ammunition depleted. Restocking. Back to the wall with you. Bridge clear. Cover Chiron. Resupplying. The champion lies defeated. Munition secured. No traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now!
Sergeant, check the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
Explain yourself.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you will throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty!
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Lieutenant, you should see this.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
It seems the traitor's motives are unmasked.
Seems.
You doubt they wish to stop Aurora?
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems.
Cried out my name, but I stayed hidden. My position, my rank, my life is worth more than theirs. I am of the Adeptus Administratum. I am of the Departamento Exector. I pay for the war. I am instrumental. I pass on the tithes. I open the purse that keeps our defense guns charged. Oh, they told the cultists where I'm hiding.
The mechanicus must be stopped. Why?
The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
And you're just gonna hand it over to Luz? Let it continue?
These are my orders.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them!
Let us tear off their limbs.
Kill those slaves of the corpse god and gain the notice of the changer of ways. Die for the true gods!
The coward witch vanished.
Another barrier. Sustained by that altar, no doubt.
Purge the heretics so we may destroy it!
Gladly.
Area secure.
Now the altar! Restocking!
are attempting to breach the doors. That is no simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar has grown. It seems alive.
If it lives, then let us teach it of pain and death.
It reeks of the warp. Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look! It shrinks from us!
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us!
Show them the error of their ways!
More abominations that wish to die!
Leave these monstrosities to me. Your treachery ends now. Recovering.
The wretches think they can stop us!
Let us relieve them of their delusions, brother. Hold this ground. I am down.
There is more fighting you.
I know it. I am ready. Your worthless life is empty.
Lieutenant Titus, the Lance of Jove, status report.
We are patched up and on our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Lance of Jove, Stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors! Morius lose.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
Dead?
You are to replace him. Lose.
Approaching battle barge, docking in 1 minute.
The power source. It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omnisire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus. A Captain Titus was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands. Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
Morius lose. Come with me.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Plug those Promethean links immediately.
Administering maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
Yes, sir.
Take note of the battle damage for the engine sears. Armor plating in sections 28B and 40E is compromised along with void seals. Portside aileron is jammed. Portside afterburner has shrapnel lodged inside. Pressure test the fuel system after the leaks are sealed. Heavy bolters require a full resupply. Short-range sensors have been rendered useless. Make that a priority.
I'll make the necessary arrangements, my lord.
What was that between you and Luz? Irrelevant. I disagree. That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help? You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
Every hive city on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir.
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats.
A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
Lieutenant Titus.
Receiving.
Attend me on the crew deck.
Intelligence suggests
Acknowledged.
the presence of elite units.
Have launch crews prepare drop pods equipped with heavy weaponry to be launched on my order.
Yes, Captain.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
The arch-enemy lurks in the shadows of the Hive City.
Jerichus was blindsided by a rubric Astartes. He slayed the enemy, but lost his left hand.
Those abominations stir a deep wrath within me, brother.
Indeed. The cowards send empty vessels to face us.
There is hardly satisfaction in slaying vacant ceramite that does not lament its folly. Give us heretic flesh that we may settle old scores.
captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time. If you cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
It seems I am not the only one on this ship with concerns about your intentions. It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours. Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see.
He once shielded me from
And now, I find you have a history of it. I am doing my duty, as I was then, protecting a system from ruin.
Deflection saved my life. He only had to mourn his pal drop that day. The Emperor will remember his valor long after we join him. Forgive me, brother.
Galio and I were just examining your recent diagnostic.
Galio, I object to such intrusions.
As do I. But they are queries I must fulfill.
I seek only answers. Your survival is a profound mystery that must be resolved.
Such unbridled curiosity is the gateway to ruin.
But that is where you are mistaken. Ruin is all around us, but I will soon depart for the Aurora facility on the Barium, and there I shall close all gateways to ruin permanently. You will see.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready. We are yours to command, Lieutenant. The astropathic relay on Abarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a 3-point operation to break the Xenos command.
Restore Vox and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.